Good evening everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic. And in order to erase the memory of Batman v Superman from my head, I decided to watch the film Room.
Look at you, Joy. I will see my daughter.
You're gonna love it. What? The world.
Now, whereas the memory of Batman v Superman still remains,
The memory remains.
I had to do that. Whereas the memory still lives on in my head, Room did diminish the effects of Batman v Superman, and it kinda gives you hope in Hollywood that it still takes risks with some creative ideas. The setting of Room seemingly writes the film itself. And this film is directed by Lenny Abrahamson, who directed the film called Frank, which was one of the very first movies I reviewed on this channel. Boy, does time fly. Limits equal to creativity. I love movies that take place in one central location, such as Buried, Break, and 12 Angry Men. You are forced to write excellent dialogue. But the interesting part about Room is it's not about telling a story based in one location. It's about telling the feelings of a character with one location. This film is about escape, making adjustments, and freedom, and the brilliant acting sells all of those points. The biggest compliment I could give this film is that it feels real, because the actors portraying these characters feel authentic. Brie Larson is stunning, playing the rape victim and mother of Jack, who is played by Jacob Tremblay. And I really hope that this kid doesn't become one of those hack actors that Hollywood is so well known to produce. The story revolves around Joy leading Jack to believe that there is no outside world outside of their room, which leads to their escape. It's literally the first turning point of this film, and after that moment, it is Tremblay's film. This kid's timid and understandably timid nature and expressive eyes say so much that the dialogue couldn't. I know Brie Larson won an Oscar for this film, but her performance is honestly the least memorable out of the bulk. The supporting characters of this film, such as Joy's parents, are involved in much more powerful scenes. There's a brilliant scene where the whole family is sitting on a dinner table. William H. Macy, playing the father of Joy, controls the whole scene with very subtle movements and body language. Brie Larson's performance is not about subtlety at all, which kind of makes her feel out of place, but again, it's not a big complaint. It's a fine performance. And finally, the film succeeds in making you question things about this world. I mean, imagine the world is opened up to you after years of being confined to one singular room. Just think about it. There's some brilliant point of view shots from Jack's perspective that are overexposed, which really sells the idea of escape and a new world. Everything's gonna look super bright to you. That's just one of the things I'm talking about, that there's so many moments and so many elements of life that Room studies and makes you question, how would life be if you were exposed to it at a later age? Imagine if you walked out of your house when you were the age of 10, let's say. This is a brilliant film which uses the power of its actors and great cinematography, all of that which can be attributed to the director Lenny Abrahamson. I really enjoyed this film, and it did some wonders in making me forget Batman v Superman. And I wish I saw this film earlier as well. I'm giving this film a perfect score of 5 out of 5. Go see Room if you're a grown-up. Go see it. I don't think this film caters to kids as much, but it's a kind of cool film for adults to watch. Thank you so much for watching, people. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that free subscribe button. And if you would like to communicate with me, I am on Twitter and Snapchat. My username is @RameezFilmGeek, so feel free to communicate with me over there. I love talking to my subscribers. Cheerio, I will see you again, and remember to love yourselves.